go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this. To Dan.
The Dan.
To Dan.
The Dan.
Woo, it's Dan.
Woo.
Anyway, hi, I'm Omega Goku, joined once again by Mr. Doggart God. The 100th one.
Alright, thank you. I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
You gotta say the full name, otherwise it can't be summoned properly.
I said your name.
You said the Dogger God.
The Doggart
and
God.
paused.
The 100th
and
one.
then said 100.
Yeah. That's his name. Anyway, we have no one here today. We were, talking to people and no one wanted to play.
They're all nerds.
So, where are we dropping, boys?
So I'm either thinking we go to the one, I think it's Bree. We either go Bree, or we go Aliana, or whatever the fucking name is.
Dan? Dino? Steph?
Do you want to do Dan again?
Maybe. I like Dan.
Maybe get a
No,
different
we can't
ending
do
where we
Dan
don't
again.
be. Should be
This is the
after
one we did?
we did Nadine. One more.
What about Russell?
This is I'm thinking either Bree or Aliana.
Yo, this one has male to female protagonist, 2 love interests, 2 transformation sequences, multiple endings, and 11 CDs.
What the fuck?
11.
Let's save this one. Let's have this be like the third to last one.
What about Scarlet?
We did
We did
Scarlet.
Scarlet?
It's the Succubay.
Okay. Was it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, puzzle sequences. This is the finale.
Let's do Bree.
Bri?
Let's
You sure?
it'll be good for you. You'll get to learn some more
Will it
lore.
be good for me?
You'll learn some more lore. So what you're saying is no. This is your pre-uwu phase, by the way.
Is it? What do I do before wooing?
Just read it in your normal voice.
I don't think I can really do that. I'm afraid I can't do that, John. Much as we'd like to, the budget is just too tight at the moment to give anyone a raise.
That's Dina.
Dino?
I don't know
What does
who
Dino
was-
sound like?
What was Dina's voice?
It's
Well,
just
we
not
let
enough
Neon
money
do
to
it
go
last time.
around. I'm sorry, Ben.
Oh, we let Neon do it last time, and he did the
fuck is
Valley
that?
Girl. He did the Valley Girl accent.
Okay, yeah, but it's not Dino yet.
So we just do it the Valley Guy accent.
I've literally never been to the valley.
I'll do it.
Okay,
But,
you can do it.
Shit, what's Ben's voice? I just did it.
You just did it.
You say that, and yet we've got super expensive top-of-the-line equipment in all of the labs, and new machines are being delivered every other day. And Derek's spending all his time building the most expensive-looking machine I've ever seen in the main lab. What the heck is that thing anyway? It's
Boneless.
It's boneless.
Part of our research, that's what it is. That's besides the point. You're a great employee, Ben, and we'd love to give you more money, but that decision isn't up to us. We had a meeting with our main investor last week, and he's really cracking down on our expenditures. We produced some good results, but we're not going to be shut down anytime soon.
And
We're not going to be shut. I can't read. They're trying to cut costs. I'm sorry, John, but I'm afraid salaries are completely out of our control.
Damn it!
Fuck.
It's not all bad, though. I think we're really onto something with our research. And if everything works out, we won't have any difficulty convincing investors to give us a bigger budget.
We like you, Ben. We'll do our best to make sure that you're a paid person. Fucked it up again.
You're
Just trying to go with it. It doesn't work. It just won't be this month.
Ah, well, thanks for seeing me anyway.
What is he doing with his hand, by the way? He's just like, the
Oh,
bow.
I didn't see. There was a little too much lag, and then it was gone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's just because of how I have to view it. Because technically, you're streaming it, and then it takes a second to load. That sucked. I guess there's always hope for next month.
There's never hope.
I'm Ben, and I'm a scientist here at Abaddon Pharmaceutical. Well, I guess you could say I'm a scientist. I'm really a lab assistant more than anything, but that's fine. All I do is clean, test tubes, and repair equipment all day. I don't think I've done any actual research since I got here. Just wash-up duty and odd jobs around the place.
He washes a beauty.
He washes duty.
He cleans shit.
He cleans it. My job isn't exactly the rewarding experience in the scientific world that my university degree promised all those years ago. Oh no!
What is it?
Oh yeah, you'll also like this route because Dan, by the way.
Does it have Dan?
It does. I don't actually work in the main laboratory. I work in a small room located a few meters away from the main laboratory. So I don't partake in most of the main research.
It's our boy.
I'm letting you do him.
You're letting me do Dan? How'd I do Dan? Did I do Dan before? Who did Dan? What did Dan sound like?
He takes on like that really reserved and like kind of shy voice eventually, so just go with that. Dan won't change between male and female.
How'd it go?
Not so hot!
That sucks.
Tell me about it! I'm not the only person who works in this little room. I also share it with Dan, the sexy beast, the lab's resident computer tech guy. He's a pretty nice guy, and we talk to each other a fair bit while we work on our respective tasks. But we don't hang out that much outside of work. Gee, I hope I didn't piss them off too much by demanding a pay raise. This is my only job.
Derek isn't really the sort of person to get angry over something like that. He's pretty laid back, and Liam's really nice too. I doubt either of them were worried. It's one of the advantages to having younger bosses. They're less likely to be a jerk. I know from experience.
I don't know. Making us work unpaid overtime strikes me as pretty jerk move, if you ask me.
That's actually just illegal.
It still sucked. After complaining about work with Dan for a few minutes, I settled into my regular schedule. Jacking off. I washed the beakers and tap suits.
Watch the beakers making sure to remove any jizz that might have been left all over them from the day's jacking off sessions, I guess.
I really wanted that pay raise.
Got any plans for lunch, Ben?
Is it lunchtime already? I didn't notice. I jizzed on the cock.
I was just hungry. Why are you blushing?
Why is he? I am almost finished cleaning. We could always sneak out early for lunch.
I don't know.
What's there to worry about? Liam's in his office and Derek is probably working on that stupid machine thing of his in the main lab. They won't even notice we've gone.
What is that machine anyways? He never lets me look at it.
I've got no idea. It's probably something stupid. Like a gender bender DNA twister extreme.
Wow, that does sound really stupid. You notice a lot of this stuff in the lab makes no sense. We're meant to be researching skin diseases and foot creams, but I'm running all these simulations that have nothing to do with that sort of thing. Like the simulation on the effect of viruses of the human gnome?
I'm
I'm
not
thinking
gonna
of the budget. This place is spending money through the roof. Oh, is that me again? What's this? Oh, whoa. What's this?
Oh, you should sprinkle in little ooh-woos type stuff. That's what you should do.
Just like sneak them in there.
Yeah.
It's nothing. I wasn't talking about anything. I was just talking about a movie I saw the other day. Yeah, a movie. Just Jurassic Park 2. It was the greatest movie of all time. Uh-huh. You know, personally, I prefer Jurassic Park 2.
I'm too young for that. I haven't seen them.
Wow, what a fag.
Not yet, we aren't.
Not yet. Soon, trademark.
Lunch was going to have to wait. Ben, there you are. You seem excited. What's going on this time? Just important research stuff. I need you to synthesize some compounds for me, and I'll need you to have it done before lunch. You mean I'm not here to repair equipment or wash up, like you usually make me do? Not right now. This is way more important. Huh, that's cool. Right, so here's a list of the chemicals you'll need, and here's some instructions on how to make them.
Can we just take a second to talk about how, like, the people who wrote this, like, I guarantee, have no idea how anything with science works whatsoever.
Obviously.
And they just, like, went on Google and searched, like, top 10 cool science words.
I quickly perused over the hastily written note Derek had handed to me. It had clearly been written in a rush. And, you know, even though I know his handwriting's horrible and it always looks like this, but that's besides the point.
Worse than usual.
And several lines had been written and then quickly crossed out. Not erased, because we're in college now. We use pens, not pencils.
That's how it works.
Despite the poor handwriting, I was eventually able to decipher it, because I'm that smart.
Because I'm a super smarty pants.
And it all seemed easy enough. This seems pretty straightforward to me. Straight, the name of the game, being straight. I should be able to get all of these compounds synthesized in 20 minutes or so. Excellent. Good luck, and make sure you follow those instructions precisely. Precisely, okay?
Yeah, I heard you the first time, personally.
And if you get stuck, then come grab me right away. This is really important. Don't stress. I can handle this. Yo, wanna grade me on my voices so far?
A+.
A plus.
Plus.
Fuck.
Plus.
I wanted an S rank. This is a Sonic game.
So you get Goku rank.
It felt good to be a part of some actual research, even if I was just following instructions on a piece of paper like some crony. Washing up was demoralizing as hell, but it was hands-on experimentation like this that made me want to be a scientist in the first place. Getting all up in the boobies of a cadaver.
Oh, you know those. You know how those cadavers with the boobs, it's 10 out of 10, let me tell you what.
10 out of 10. According to the note, this latest batch of chemicals was for a new drug aimed at curing ringworm, a common skin condition. I was pretty sure there were already creams for that, but I guess the lab was trying to come up with some other method to treat it. Like penis.
What?
It said cream.
Okay. Some other method to make the cream. Ah, yes. You just inject the drug into the person, and it turns their semen into the ringworm cream. And then you just jizz into the bottle. I think I saw that on a hentai one time.
That's what he was doing before. He was jizzing into the beakers.
Uh-huh.
It's got to be pretty close to lunchtime now. Want to head off and grab something to eat?
Yeah, but I'm pretty strapped for cash at the moment. It's alright if we just go to the university cafeteria and get like a burger.
I would have suggested that anyway. I'm poor as shit
Press
too.
out.
Hey, what's that rumbling noise? Can you hear it?
Oh yeah, I just got
It sounds like a big kaboom.
I got a bit of a rumbly in my tumbly. Oh, it's getting louder.
I think it's
A giant explosion.
in a matter of seconds, the room was flooded with some sort of weird green gas.
Wow, that is awful weird.
The explosion? The gas quickly filled the room, and in my shock, I foolishly inhaled some of it.
Wow, what a fucking idiot.
I was so surprised by the explosion that holding my breath didn't even occur to me, and I regretted my decision as soon as I made it. Breathing the gas sent a burning sensation through my body, and I fell to the floor in agony. My whole body felt like it was on fire. There was a pounding sensation in my head. Oddly, I could feel my waist being sucked inwards, almost as if the gas was changing my body. My nipples hurt too. I could feel them pushing outwards.
Oh no. Your poor nips.
What was the gas doing to me? I was pretty convinced I was dying due to a deadly neurotoxin being pumped into the lab. The pain was intensifying and my body was continuing to change. Could my body changing be some sort of weird side effect of the gas? For whatever reason, the changes were continuing and I was powerless to stop them. My butt was pushed outwards and I became rounder and softer. My hair had grown so long that it was blocking my vision. I can't see. Where are my glasses? What the hell was going on?
My glasses.
Look at that goddamn dumb face. It's so dumb. I tried to sit up, but I was still in intense pain. My throat was stinging, and my screams of agony changed to a high-pitched squeal. Even though I've been doing the voice for a while now, they only just acknowledged it. Thankfully, the pain was slow. Not pay. The pay. Yeah, my pay was slowly.
My pay was slowly beginning to disappear. I didn't get that raise. Rent was due in 2 weeks.
But the changes in my body were actually accelerating. Gas, gas, gas. Gotta step out the gas tonight. I was bewildered, and I tried to stand, but as I did this, I felt a distinct jiggling feeling on my chest. Jiggling? Did I have breasts? A quick look down confirmed what had happened. I had small, feminine hands and a big pair of badonkadonks on my chest. Badonkadonk. I have badonkadonk. Holy poop.
Holy shit.
This weird green gas had turned me into a woman. I'm a woman. I'm gonna be paid even less now.
Why are they like always in the same stance?
Because there's like 5 stances for everyone.
The hell? No, it's like the same like surprise, like I just turned into a woman stance, like every time.
Yes, that is their default surprise thing. At least Ben has the angry stance.
Square up thought.
Explosions shouldn't do this to people. We should be dead. I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. Seriously? What the hell is going on? Wait up. Did the blast affect other people? Dad! Did everyone else turn into girls as well?
This is why Dan's the favorite.
It's
over there going to town.
It was then that I noticed Dan, who had been transformed into an incredibly short girl with bright blue hair. He also had an enormous pair of breasts on his chest, and he wasn't hesitating to get an in-depth look at how much his body has changed.
This feels so good.
Are you all right there?
Hi. sorry about that.
Now's not exactly the time to be feeling yourself up, Dan. We just got turned into chicks, and we have no idea what happened to everyone who was closer to the explosion than we were. My fucking nose is like so plugged right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better not
Oh my
sneeze
God.
on camera.
Achoo.
Oh my god, I can't believe you've done this. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Or maybe they just got turned into girls as well. I don't know.
That would be much more convenient. Why are you so huge?
Because I stole your height, Dan.
I figured as much.
Talking about our height difference can wait. We need to go see if everyone else is alright. Then we can start figuring out what the hell happened to us.
Right.
Dan and I raced through the hallway to the main lab. That explosion had been massive, and anyone in the main lab might have been dangerously injured. The sooner we got there, the better. You know, unless the gas was still going to affect us at a closer proximity to the source, and then we just get dick nippled.
Oh no.
No, is everyone okay?
Is anyone dead? Was this supposed to be the Wu voice?
This is the
Well, I've got a big ass pair of boobs, but I think I'm fine. No injuries or anything, and I haven't seen any dead people.
Yeah, I'm fine too.
Why the hell did we turn into girls? I don't know. It makes no sense.
I guess we should just be glad that no one's dead.
Will someone please tell me what the hell's going on?
At that moment, the student trainee Yale burst into the lab, and the lab descended into chaos because Yale's a big old fucking scatterbrained yelly man.
Fuck him, and we hate him.
We do. He's kind of a nerd. He's the reason this all happened. It was his fault. No matter what path you choose, it's his fault.
It's all his fault. He fucked it up for everyone.
I tried to stay calm, but the anger must be released.
The anger. Sick explosion.
We got caught in a scientific explosion that turned us all into women without destroying the lab or killing anyone. This whole situation is weird. And look at me just fat to your fucking goddamn breasts again.